Hey y'all, Jack Squad, what y'all doing? Listen, I'm gonna talk about Bad Boys Club, right? Bad Boys Club of LA, right? First of all, don't forget to make it happen for yourself. You gotta make it happen for yourself. Get your t-shirts, all of my social media and email and Cash App is down in the description box. And I'm missing something. Oh, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I am in such a good fucking mood today. Right? Because the devil be busy, y'all. And you can't steal my joy. You can't steal my happiness. You can't steal my joy. And people keep coming to me to steal my joy, right? I'm talking about I don't bother nobody. I'm talking about just coming up to me to steal my joy, right? It boggles me, right? So I know something great coming. It's coming. Something great is coming. But anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all real quick about this Bad Boys Club of LA. Now listen, they must have had a meeting and said, listen, y'all, we can't keep fighting every day, every episode, right? Now, I also watched, I didn't finish watching it. Did I finish watching? I don't think I did. I also watched, now the guy that's the CEO, see, I thought Ray J owned it, but I looked it up. They say Ray J is the executive producer. So maybe Ray J is backing it financially or something, right? Him and, because I thought they said he gave that to Princess or something. I don't know what's going on. But I have Googled it because I thought Ray J was the owner of Zeus Network. But it's this guy, Lumel. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Lumel, right? And let me see, what is his name? Let me just say his name right. Let me see his name right. Because he was on Fox, so TGIF or something. CEO, because I want to say his name right. That's my pet peeve. Saying people's name right. What is his name? Lumel, that's what I said it right. Lumel Plummer, right? And he was being interviewed by Funky Dineva, Al Reynolds, and what's the girl name? I'm looking right at her. Hold on, let me get her name. What is her name? Claudia Jordan. So it's Claudia Jordan, Al Reynolds, Funky Dineva, right? So Funky had said that the show was trash, right? But I mean, that's what he do. He's a commentator. He speaks what he's talking about, right? So I guess he said it on that show, but he's on that show. So I guess he said it on that show. So they had Lumel Plummer on. And they were trying to ask questions. So Funky said, I said it, right? I heard you want to fight me. They did it as a joke. But Lumel was saying that he's been had a network. He sold a show to, did he say BET when he was 21? He's a young man, right? And it's another show to somebody else. So they were saying, well, all they do is fight. He said, well, they have other moments too, right? So now, I said all that to say this. He said they have other moments. I saw the other moments last night, right? Yesterday. Was it yesterday? Whenever it was. So, like I said, they must have got together and said, hey, they didn't have nothing to do with Funky because they've already recorded these shows. But they must have said, we can't fight every episode. We just not doing this every episode, right? So it started out with the two straight guys, Moolah Moo and Curtis, right? They're both from New York. Curtis is a rapper. I forgot. Moolah Moo got businesses. So they have established now, third episode, or is this the fourth episode, that they are straight. We know that. We got it, right? Now, why they on there? I don't know. I guess for exposure, but I don't know. And they were talking about the white guy who kept twerking around him, right? Now, what I didn't know is that, see, he's been involved with some of these guys. He said he interviewed him, so I guess he has a podcast or something. He said he interviewed him. Now, I don't know why you would interview him. You're not gay, but he's doing a lot of gay things around. No, not gay things, hanging around a lot of gay people. And black men, straight black men don't normally do that. And so he said he knows him. He've interviewed him. And so he knows that he's not on that. So dude was twerking around him at the bowling alley. So when they came on, they said William, that's his name, William the Baddest. William went left because he was afraid of Moolah Moo, right? Because Moolah Moo checked him last episode on the bus, right? Or was it this episode? I don't know. I forgot. Because he checked him on the bus about twerking in front of him. Like he said, I respect y'all. You got to respect me, right? So then Mulan come there. Mulan think he's the head of the house, right? And they're starting to see that. But I saw it from the beginning because I've been watching him on social media. He always thinks he's that guy. So he came and talked to him. And so they had a real man-man conversation. He said, listen, we respect y'all. And he said, I get it. We have to respect y'all too. And we have to respect y'all's space, right? So he was, they went talking about how gay men, how they have to be and how they have to live. He said, and then after that, Moolah Moo said, well, I wasn't going to do nothing to him. I said what I said. We weren't going to jump in. We weren't going to beat. He said, well, he thinks y'all going to, we weren't going to do none of that. Right? No, Milan didn't know that he had left. Moolah Moo knew he had left, right? So then, the really real is a real character, right? He was talking with Milan and Jonathan, the stylist. I think that's his name, Jonathan. And so he was telling them, that William left. So they said, we're going to try to get William back. It was a real thoughtful episode. They said, we're going to try to get him back. But what has happened is William is scared himself. William said he paid too much for his face, his body, to get beat up. So, really Real's called him, Milan called him. Now, Milan, y'all, Milan is proud of his body. Now, I knew that already because I've been following him on social media, right? Because Milan was in a relationship on, I think it was on Love and Hip Hop. That's how I first got hip to him. I've been following him for a few years. Milan is on there with his bikini drawers on, right? I never thought, I guess gay men don't wear boxers and boxer briefs and stuff. So he got on his bikinis. Now he has a very nicely built body. I told y'all, it was a picture that traumatized me almost because he was so strong and the way he had his back arched and his butt was sitting on the bed. You could see his butt as he was sitting. I said, Lord, they're going to get all our men's, right? But he walked around with his bikini drawers on, right? He's advertising himself, okay? And, he was standing behind the counter. I said, well, he going to stay back there, child. He come all the way into somebody's room like that. I said, look at him. Look at him. He going to make it do what it do. He's going to get all the exposure he can on this. He's going to be known for being the bad boy of L.A., right? So Natalie is telling them they got to brand themselves. Y'all been asking, the people been asking for this, da-da-da-da. So Milan comes in and talks to the Will's roommate. And he said, I think his name, I don't know what his name is, Jason, I don't know. And he said, I didn't know he was gone, but he wasn't here. He said he got scared in the middle of the night and told him, come on, you leave too, right? So he said he wasn't going nowhere, right? So he said, dude packed up his stuff and then he left without his stuff, right? So I think that he wanted that attention. Come back. Some people are like that, right? So that's when Really Real called him. He said, he ain't coming back, right? So now he come back to get his stuff at night and Moolah see him. So he go talk to him. He said, listen, I ain't going to jump you. I ain't going to hit you. I'm not going to fight you. I just want you to respect my space. So all of a sudden, you can see the shift and the change in energy, and William looked like he got scared, looked like he was about to cry. So he told him, he said, listen, you know me. He said, you are the one that leaked all the information before we got started. I was like, oh. He said, you leaked all the information, didn't you? So that's when the energy shifted and dude looked scared. And he said, you leaked the information. You leaked it to the bloggers or to the whoever that showed all the information. So while they were thinking it was, and it may still have been, while they were thinking it was Caldwell, it was him that leaked all the stuff, right? And telling all their business before it even came out, right? And so he looked scared, and he, you know how a kid be looking. He said, listen, I'm not going to hit you now, but you know that you did that. So I know he's a man. Mullah Moo's a man. So men, when they get upset, they act like men, right? William, in his mind, is a girl. He's feminine, right? So he was afraid. The dude said he wasn't going to do nothing to you. So while they talking, here come Milan. He got to be on every set. Here he come to mediate and see what's going on, right? And he said what he had to say. He said, well, he thought he was going to jump him and this and that. He said, I'm not going to do nothing to him. So they tried to get William to stay. William, matter of fact, before Milan even walked over, William got in the car and sat down, closed the door. He don't want no parts of it, right? So his roommate was like, you're not the baddest if this is what you got. We deal with this all the time. You're not the baddest if you're going to run every time somebody confronts you. Child William said, I ain't on that. I'm going home where it's safe at. He said, I ain't about to fight, get jumped on, get beat up. They said, well, ain't nobody about to jump you. He made a big deal out of it, but Mullah said he's been clout chasing. That's what he does. So he did all that, I guess, for attention and because he's clout chasing, right? So then a real touching moment came. Kerrion Franklin, which is the son of Kirk Franklin, Gutta has been flirting with him. And I could tell that he likes Gutta, so to speak. Now, he didn't already said he bi, right? But a lot of times people say they bi. In my mind, it equates to gay, right? So, Gutta was in his room. See, Gutta, from the day one he got in his face, he know he could play with him, right? So he got in his room and he said, I'm in your bed. He said, where you at? He said, I'm in the bathroom. He said, I'm in your bed. And so he got in his bed, put the glasses on, act like he was asleep, right? He said, come on now, come on, come on. But he was smiling with it, right? So he likes him, okay? So they got to talk and he said, well, just be my house hubby. Right? He was like, no. So then in his confessional, he said, oh, we can be his friends. That's what Kerrion said, right? But Kerrion had a really heartfelt moment where he cried because Gutta asked him about his dad. And he cried. He said, my dad is always talking about forgiveness and forgiveness, but he don't show it. Not to me. It was a very heartfelt moment. The dude was crying tears, not just a tear. He was crying, right? I wonder if Kirk Franklin is watching this, right? Now, as a mother who has some difficult children and difficult times with my kids, it's difficult to maneuver with your grown kids because they are who they are, right? I'm telling y'all now, it's difficult. And what I think happened, I don't know these people, but what I think happened, Kirk Franklin being the man that he is, could not accept his son being gay. And that's why the son keeps saying, well, no, I ain't gay, he bi and all that. I think the son is really gay because he also said he was a worldwide weirdo. So that means he just do whatever, right? Don't know if he on drugs. Seemed like Kurt and them said, I don't know if they said drugs or he just said he had emotional problems or something. He been situational for a long time. So I don't think he's on drugs, but he cried. And what he wants is the love and acceptance from his father. Now, I'm just seeing it from one side because he may be the type of child that when he get around a family and get in the house, he causes all type of havoc. That's what I got from Kirk Franklin and his wife, right? Because, you know, I know what that looks like. I know what that looks like, right? I got cousins like that, and they get in, and they act all crazy and stuff. Nobody want to be bothered with them. Then from the outside, you think, oh, they so this, they so that, but you don't know how they really are, right? I'm not saying that's the case, but that could be the case. And I want to make sense out of it. Like, I'm a real logical, analytical person, so stuff have to make sense to me. And I'm thinking that because he's gay, and I think, you know, he's in church, you're in church. Even though we all know gays is in there, but we don't want you to say that you're gay. We don't want you to say it, right? And I think that Kurt is just upset that his son is not who he wanted him to be. That's what I think. That's what I think. And the son wants his love and acceptance. But what he said almost broke my heart, that like it's too late and it's too far gone to have that relationship. I was like, ooh, man. So just like Lumel Plummer said, they're not just fighting on this show, right? There are some tender moments, right? Because yesterday's show was all about feelings, right? It was all about feelings, right? Now, yes, we tune in to see the drama, but it was still a good show because we still saw drama, just didn't nobody fight, right? I'm going to continue to watch it. I think this is episode 4. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 4, right? I'm going to continue to watch it. I gotta eat me something. I'm going to continue to watch it, but Lumel Plummer did not let Funky Dineva or really Al, Claudia, I don't think said nothing. I got to finish watching. She didn't get a word in. He overtalked them, right? He was prepared because he knew how they was coming, right? So he had got a hit of it and said, I'm going to say what I'm saying. And he overtalked them. Now, I don't know if he had media training. He probably saw, well, he's been doing that. I'm sure he did. You know what I'm saying? But he overtalked them. And I see that Funky Dineva did a video. That's why I had to watch that first, because he did a video about what he would have said had he been able to talk. I'm going to watch that later on this week or whenever I get time, right? I'm going to finish watching that video, and then I'm going to watch the Funky Dineva video about what he would have said in regards to the man's show being trash, okay? But anyway, it was a little touching, and what got me was the Kerrion Franklin. And he explained why he leaked the audio, because he said he want people to see his dad, who he really is. That's what he said. That was a lot. It was giving a lot, y'all. So anyway, I'm about to go ahead and make me some egg rolls. Let me tell y'all something. I've been making egg rolls. Y'all know that, right? But I found the specific, I should have brought it in here, the specific cabbage and eggs, what is it called? Sprouts and all that stuff that be in the egg roll. They sell it in a little bag, y'all. So I bought it yesterday and I put it in my egg rolls. So my egg rolls are huge, right? I'm going to make me a couple egg rolls, y'all. So anyway, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Get your t-shirts. Do all the things. I need y'all to do all the things, okay? Be safe and be good. Make sure you